Contemplating retirement, my main concern was my health issues. I had a lot of concussions, and I didn't want any long-term health effects from the concussions. So it was fear, uncertainty, and frustration. I was always the person who was of the mind of, I don't identify with being a football player, I identified with so many other things, and I distanced myself from that I kind of minimized the transition emotions that were going to happen and occur. And I think too many guys minimize that transition. You know, it's going to be hard to transition, and that's okay if it is. If it's not, if you're saying it's not hard to transition and stuff like that, then that's great for you. But I mean, for me, and I feel like a lot of guys that I've spoke to, it's a difficult transition. Even if you don't want to associate your life and your identity solely with football, just getting over something that you've done for a majority of your life is tough, and that's okay. I mean, I'm still transitioning. I've had 3 really great opportunities for careers, and I think I've finally settled on my one. But it's really tough to find out what you want after your first love is gone. You know, football, we've done it our whole lives. It was something we've been programmed to do, and we've lived the dream. But finding a way to extend that dream and finding fulfillment in other careers, it's a challenge, and that's okay. I think I've always been really concerned about how I am and my body and how much I weigh, and I've always felt, you know, you should approach your health from a holistic viewpoint. But just the tools, the additional tools they give you, and the blood assessment, I mean, it's amazing the workup they give you. And to have that information and for them to tell you, hey, you're deficient in these areas in your health, as far as minerals go, and helping you set up a game plan to address those, it's huge. You know, to implement those things in your life, it's life-changing. And if, you know, we're football players, we are really disciplined. If we just maintain those disciplines and that attitude towards our personal health, it's going to be just going to be a great step into mitigating a lot of those health concerns when we're older, because we have absorbed a lot of abuse and a lot of punishment. The Breakfast Club was a great experience. It allowed us to be back in that football mentality and that locker room environment. It's something that you really miss when you're out of it, especially being able to work out in the EXOS facility is amazing. I was joking with one of the trainers there, the head trainer. I said, well, this really ruins me when I go back to LA Fitness, because it's going to be terrible going back here. So what the Breakfast Club did more than anything was really create a sense of accountability towards players, because that's where the impact comes from, is, hey, I'm here because I want to get better, but second, I'm here because, you know, all these guys around me are here and they're invested in the program, and when you don't show up, you're going to hear about it, and when you're late, you're going to hear about it. So just the built-in accountability in a group training session is huge, and it comes back to being part of the locker room and having jokes, because everybody in the locker room has jokes. So that was one of the best things about it, was just recreating that atmosphere. It's tough to say just because I'm you know, the EXOS, they open their doors for you, and they've opened their doors for me. So for me, who's pretty workout centric, and I just enjoy that part of my life. Really, what EXOS just gives me is just an opportunity to just reconnect with athletes coming in, just because, you know, they open their doors to a recovery session every Wednesday, and, you know, anytime I want to talk shop or go in there and ask questions for them, they're more than willing to listen to me and talk to me. So just going forward with EXOS, it's just you know, just a great resource as far as like asking them for ideas and basically just talking, you know, working out. I think the one thing players should know about the trust is their phone number and how to reach out, because there's so many programs that are here And the new CBA, there's $22 million allocated to this every year. By us using these programs, we're actually doing two things. We're paying it forward to other players, just because we're going to help them in their collective bargaining agreement. But more importantly, we're paying it forward to ourselves, because these programs and what they provide, they're just so helpful. There's just so many programs to help for you, and all you have to do is ask. And if you don't hear anything, just keep asking, because the help's there.